With the Oscars set to resume after 1 year from the Will Smith slap, there's a lot of people that have talked about the award ceremony this year for a variety of different reasons. People in Hollywood freaking out, needing crisis teams in case something like that happens once again. But one of the more hilarious things that we've watched go on is the discussion around some of the nominations. It was only a year or two ago when hashtag Oscars So White was out there because people got very offended that they didn't have a checkbox with, hey, you need this diversity and that diversity. We should nominate these people solely because of the color of their skin and not because of the entertainment they're producing. Well, that is continuing to go on in Hollywood, despite the fact that there are now diversity benchmarks for every movie, for every production, for everything to get nominated. You have to meet the woke wickets, right? But now it's not enough. It's not enough for people like Patty Jenkins because there's no women nominated for Best Director at the Oscars, despite the fact that the past 2 years, women have won the fucking award. But it doesn't matter what happened last year, doesn't matter what happened the year before. This year, there's no nominees, and that's not okay. Patty Jenkins slams Oscars for shutting women out of Best Director. I give up. Sorry, Patty. Were you trying to win? Is that what you were trying to do? I don't know if Wonder Woman 1984 is really going to get it done. Somehow, I don't think something like that is necessarily Oscar-worthy material, but maybe not. Let's get into this more victimhood, fake victimhood from Patty Jenkins, who made one movie in Wonder Woman 1984, and that was like a decade after she made Monster. And all of a sudden started getting all these opportunities, all these jobs, all that has come crumbling down. And Patty Jenkins is making effectively nothing right now. Patty Jenkins said she was more than disappointed that no women were nominated for Best Director this year. I give up. I give up. The Wonder Woman director told me Saturday at the Charles Finch and Chanel pre-Oscars dinner at Beverly Hills Hotel's Polo Lounge. I say that even with all the push to have diversity, the numbers are just hugely imbalanced of who votes for these things. I sort of just stopped paying attention to it. It's still going to take a long ways to go. It's going to take a lot more to really see truly more diverse awards. I really appreciate the efforts they're making, but we have a long way to go. Are you giving up or are you saying there's a long way to go? If you're saying there's a long way to go, then saying I give up doesn't really make any sense. So what exactly are you giving up? I think just like Gary said on Twitter, speaking for everyone who sat through Wonder Woman 1984, a heartfelt thank you, enjoy your retirement. We would love that, actually, if after all the stuff that we've seen, after all these things that Patty Jenkins was given that eventually fell apart, whether it's Star Wars, whether it's Wonder Woman 3, whether it's the Cleopatra movie, all of these things that have disappeared, got taken off the books. It would be nice if Patty Jenkins just fucking disappeared because it's clear when she has that much control, it's chaos. Wonder Woman 1984 is like the ultimate Patty Jenkins controlled movie where she does everything with it, where she controls what the story is. She produces it, she directs it, she does everything. And that was a fucking nightmare. And the reality with the Oscars and the whole female director thing, you know what? There's not as many women directors as there are male directors. That's just the reality. Is that because of the sexism? No, it's just because there's not as many female directors as there are male directors. Now, is that going to change over time? They certainly want it to. They're certainly pushing for it, and maybe you will see that. But the idea that after 2 years of women winning Best Director, that you're pissed that it's all over, it's all done, it's not enough, I give up because no one got nominated this year. Do you think there should be a token female nominee? Is that what you're asking for? You need your quota. So regardless of whatever dog shit female directors like Patty Jenkins put out there in the world, they deserve to be nominated because they have a vagina. I don't think most people think that way, but knowing woke Hollywood, they'll probably end up doing something like this. They'll probably institute these, hey, we need to nominate women. We need to have at least half of the directors that are nominated are women because that's only fair. I guess only time will tell. Apparently, it's just too much for Patty Jenkins. After all of her failures, she gives up trying to promote female directors in Hollywood.